Fang please. Nasdaq.
You're listening to M Soul Music in the Mix.
Please. Nasdaq.
Baba Booey.
Hello, traders. Hello, Baba Booey. Hey to, is that? Yeah, Eric Morris. Thanks so much, dude, for the 20. You went Fang on the Nasdaq. Yeah, why not? We'll look at that. Thank you, dude. But just live because, I mean, unless I'm completely mistaken here, I'm almost certain, like Nvidia's reporting today after close, maybe 420 or something. So just starting the stream, looking at that asset, the largest market cap stock in the entire world by far. It's nothing's even come close to it now in history. But we discussed yesterday kind of exactly why. But I'm just assuming kind of up against, you know, some big 182, 76, 183 sell wall. They've had the price of Nvidia pinned since, I mean, the whole month. I mean, kind of typical. Figured, all right, yeah, this is probably going to go sideways leading into earnings, and then get your coins out and begin to flip them. You know, Nvidia's numbers are going to be unbelievably good. But with an asset that has gone on a run that has been unstoppable since April, even blockbuster earnings could still not be enough for the free market, the bots, the algos. So we're going to see 20 minutes until the closing bell. So certainly
It's time for Power Hour.
yeah, this is a market driver. So this could very well, you know, complement or insult the rest of the, I mean, the index funds, but maybe the rest of the semiconductor subsector, or even just big tech or the NASDAQ itself. So we'll look at that. We'll be paying attention to other things, but this is where we are, flat on the day, down 0.02%, but near the highs of the day. Cool. If you don't know, S&P 500 all-time highs, so we must have obligatory Jesus chimes. The summertime channel is glorious. That formal bullish back test of the demand line, 1 day, 2 days, and here we are at levels never seen before, and approaching that coveted 1272 major fib extension for the year 2025 from the previous all-time high to the crash April low. That's how we anchored. So 648.61. I mean, you can't be surprised if Nvidia does well this afternoon, that we would see the 1272 literally tomorrow. So what I'm gonna try to do is have it set up to where we can really see the price action of Nvidia after hours, because TradingView just doesn't do justice. So you just gotta give me a second. One sec. Trying to make this work, but we got time. Okay. Hope y'all are doing well. Dan, yes. Yes. But I can't go into it further until maybe next week for reasons, okay? Lord. They make you jump through stuff to get this open. NASDAQ did not make an all-time high. It's well removed from its all-time highs. Dow Jones Industrial Average is very close to an all-time high, but just didn't do it. Russell 2000, multi-year highs, I believe, today. I'm going to show you real quick. Okay, there's your spider, and then your NASDAQ. We're making it. What's cool is, I don't know about the NASDAQ itself, but this future price is amazing. Yesterday we had a spring back test, a reconfirmation of the demand line as support, and now catching follow through off that, and it's an engulfing candle too, so very nice. Again, like if Nvidia does well, wow, I mean, maybe a retest of all-time highs, 21,791 would be in order. One sec, still trying to get this going. I just got home too, so I literally, since I've been home, maybe 0 seconds, I don't know, 3 minutes being home since I set up the stream, so just bear with me, trying to get this ready for earnings. Okay. Almost there, almost there. Let me see real quick. Okay, yeah, so that's good enough. Yeah, that'll do it. All right, so we're set for the earnings price action after hours, and it's going to be volatile. So does anyone know the implied volatility this time, the IV? Going to be crazy. All right, so I'll show you the Dow Jones. The spot price did not back test the old all-time high of support, unfortunately, even though futures did. But beautiful, here we go, right? I mean, 15 minutes away, possibly from the highest daily candle close ever, but it's real close. You're currently trading below it. Maybe I'll set up an alert. Yeah, to close above 45,631.74 would be history. So let's hope for that. That'd be very nice, right? And then you just see, watch US 30 USD. You can see where it really matters, I guess, is right. It's just, I can't believe how perfect it is, right? There it was, December 2024, February 2025. Resistance, and then broke it, and then formally back tested yesterday at the lows, and now rallying, trying to go for history here too. So amazing. Take it in, bask in the glory of all the strength of the index funds and individual assets. Some real winners out there. Okay. IWM. Here it is. Not multi-year highs. Highest level since December, highs of 2025. I'm thinking multi-year highs because it broke a multi-year high peak, right, back from March 2021. That's what I was thinking about. But if you are really breaking this, there's just really nothing here until a minimum of like 242. So you have good upside on IWM above 234.55, given enough time. It's very nice to see. Yeah, I do declare. Don't know on my channel. I don't know if I did it here or not, but it's the channel. Maybe if we even adjust the anchoring, we have a little wiggle room. But if you go with the original anchor points, 1, 2, and 3, you're like breaking out today. And I think this is kind of a good way to look at it too, because you had the original anchor points, good tests on the bottom. And then they like failed the breakout, and then they were like reconfirming it as resistance right here throughout July. And then they took it perfectly back to that same supply line August 13th. And really, I mean, like they broke it, but then like it was respected until today, and they're trying to really break it. So that might be a way to look at this channel here, the summertime channel. Small caps. What happened? The thought or the discussion from Jerome Powell that interest rates will be lower, which is extremely good for small caps because it's easier for them to take on debt that they need, because 40% of the stocks in the Russell 2000 do not make money. They suck. So nice stuff. Big development on your small caps today. And then, yeah, so those are we just looked at all the index funds. Okay. Let's take a look as we wait not too much longer for Nvidia's report. Let us look at one we should be proud of, which is Triple D. It was up 25% earlier. It's only up 19.7% right now, but divine TA respect in the end. You can't make up how perfect it was. The daily was good, but in the end, this trade setup was posted on the weekly. And it might be a great, start to the setup, but in actuality, it's only beginning. It's only the beginning. I mean, you're thinking eventually minimum $4 minimum, and then $4.60 after that. So just, you didn't have to take action on a 3D printing stock that was showing incredible type 2 return of a bullish deep crab at ungodly historical inflection point. You didn't have to, but this is what you look for. If you're like, oh man, I missed this one, on to the next one. I didn't trust Triple D. Okay, that's fine. But these are the right things to look for to manage risk optimally, to increase your probability of positive resolution, right? The slightly lower low, double bottom with the seller exhaustion on an extremely significant time scale. But you can have that anywhere, and it doesn't matter too much unless maybe where the pattern's completing, the pattern is concluding its development, is all at the level where historically it has reversed before. That's the ticket for risk management. That's how one is able to construct a trading plan optimally. So no fortune telling. We had no idea. No idea that it would begin this way, right? Sometimes they don't. But man, I think this thing's up like 50+% from the entry now. So, and more to go. All right, that was a big winner. ODP was in an interesting spot a few weeks ago. They had a fake out, but it was that 3 rising valleys continuation pattern, all correlating, right? The pattern was concluding its development at an ancient level of inflection where reversals have happened before. So happening again. So if it is going to play out, it's just the beginning. And yeah, it's kind of been flat for a couple weeks, but this should just be the beginning if it's really going to go and not fail. Look how close we are to a golden cross on ODP, where we had a death cross in May of 2024. So that is a big change a-coming on this one. Cool. Solar Edge is up today. Very, very nice. That failed potential head and shoulders. Never has been, never will be, because the neckline never broke. Never broke 2340. They just back tested it formally as support. You obviously had your golden cross in June. But this is a setup with the accumulation signature, higher lows, higher highs, your trend reverse. And now, above $30 after another formal back test of $30. Look, going back, dude, to 2016, 2015, it was there. Look, it was there. 2018, it was a spring back test before running crazy. Before you pulled back 886 before going again. And here we are. Anything above $30, you're probably just waiting on $42, $43. It's amazing. Hey, look, dude, chat, LAC. LAC's up 3.47%. I know no one cares, but we were here. We've been here. Like I said, the only way to win on this one is to own it and forget about it, you know, to a degree. You have stop losses. I mean, oh, bad stuff, below 250. Yeah, you might be in trouble. But hey, no. Just flip it over. Would you ever want to own an asset that looks like this? This is a massive distribution campaign that has been ongoing. I really think since September of last year. Just so much offloading. Just kidding. So much
Bullish
onloading.
Nvidia, right. It's so easy, brothers might as well max buy as many call options before earnings. It can't be this easy, or can it?
Greg P. It's a casino. Always has been, always will be. Unless you have inside information and therefore go with it, do your thing, but don't tell other people because it's illegal. So it probably will be that easy. It's probably going to be stupid, dude. I mean, like, I don't even know at this point, like, what would be the reverse psychology thought process of Nvidia right now going into earnings? Well, you know, it's been pinned for a month. It's been sideways, or 3 weeks, whatever. But it went on this face-ripping rally, and it's $4 trillion plus, and they're expected to kill it. They're gonna kill it on earnings. It's gonna be amazing. But will the free market continue bidding? Yeah. See, what makes it kind of a little more controversial, and again, it doesn't even matter because it's always going to be a gamble, even if you have a thought process going into it. But since it's been sideways leading into earnings, it's maybe marginally slightly better than it just going face melting godlike run leading into earnings. Something just fell over and somewhere in my place. What the was that? I don't know what the heck what that was. Anyway, yeah, so Nvidia is going to be wild. Hopefully I'll be able to cover it with you. We got probably another 26 minutes till they formally report. I think 420 could be off, but we'll have it up. So LAC, possibly, right? This could possibly be what's happening. Discussed this yesterday on stream. The inability from sellers to actually see 262 for the first time since the pattern completed. Because every single time they've been violating it, testing it, breaking it, but this is finally a new variable that hasn't occurred since this M-shape developed. They can't do it. Maybe there's too much demand. I don't know, man. 5-day win streak, yeah, in before wrecked, but it's just, it's there, man. It's there, and all we can do is make it a meme until it blasts upwards, and then it becomes legend. Okay. Someone wanted bang. Try to look at that real quick. Such a strong futures. Nasdaq's okay. Nasdaq futures actually going for its highest 4-hour candle close since August 19th. That's good. So like 1 week highs incoming. Fang, Diamondback Energy. That's right. They all look like this for the most part. Yeah, it's been a long time since I looked at this, but hey, you know what I do like? Let's see. Yeah. I do like this swing high inflection zone. Wow, good request because of some price action correlation to a very key level. One old all-time high from 7+ years ago. It could be easy for risk management. Not sure if you have a good increased probability of up next, but the trend's been bad. But yeah, wow, very good request, man. And this is why you're requesting it, dude. Yeah, it's very, very nice. You have a big consolidation structure that's been in development since May. One valley I see 2 valleys. I actually see 3 valleys. You know the rule of 3. Now the top side's kind of effed. I don't know. You're still below the 200 moving average. The trend is still down sloping, but you're no longer making lower lows, which is good. But you've yet to make higher highs. There has not been one higher high yet, so we can't definitively say the trend has truly reversed on Fang yet. But easy to set up an entry and a stop loss down here. Upside it'd be okay. Like 162, 168, those would be like your targets from here. So it's not like the greatest reward to risk, but that is compelling. I mean, right? Or at least intriguing. The rule of 3. And it's been resistance, only resistance. It's never really been a formal support before. You know, it looks kind of similar to what we saw from October 2023 to February 2024. I mean, it's almost like an identical structure. Like they first valley and then a big run, the high, and then they sell it off, an 886 retrace. It's higher than the previous local low. Then they rally and it's a lower high than the first high. Then they sell it off and it's a slightly higher low again. It's like literally a fractal. So, I mean, if it resolves the same exact way, you are on the third valley. Are you not? I mean, am I crazy? Does it not look identical? Eric Morris, this to this, it's the same thing. We're here. We're right there. We're on the last valley. So resolution would be like 168. Okay, crazy to see. Nice request. All right, stop loss probably below 135 or something. See, that's the problem. You could have requested this yesterday or 2 days ago or 3 days ago, and it'd have been kind of the same story. But now you've just started getting away from the optimum entry level. But nice. Thanks again, Eric. Yeah, chat. Diamond is okay above 138. It is okay. Below that, there's probably reason to not own it below 135, 134. Okay. We have 2 minutes till the closing bell. Get ready, chat. Here we go. Hope everyone that's gonna be a gambler's, they got it going, man. Wow, Apple at highs of day right now. Microsoft near its highs of day. Finally, what a losing streak. It's finally turned it around with a bullish engulfing candle on the daily incoming. Less than 1 minute. Anyway, so there's another request maybe? No, that was the only request of the stream, actually. Get wrecked, everyone. Get wrecked. Where are your futures? S&P 500 futures. 30 seconds and counting. You already made all-time highs today. Intraday, the spider, and so the spot and ETF and futures. SPX, SPY, SPX 500 USD. So now we're running out the clock. 15 seconds till history. Yeah, Intel. Composite man. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Highest daily. Highest daily candle close, chat, ever on the S&P 500. And now we'll take it to the Nvidia after hours trading screen. We'll have it nice and degen for you. We are on the 5-minute chart. Should we flip it to the 1-minute chart, chat? I don't know. We need the 1 minute, man. But we could. 1 minute chart. And we'll scale in like crazy to where we only see yesterday's after hour, today's trading session, and now, yeah. What will it be, chat? If we have 20 minutes, I think we do. This is no the conference.
DDD, where are our stops now? Have we moved them up? VITL is printing. D1 and T2 in the bank. Much more to learn. Stay blessed, Kings. Thanks, Mitch.
Birdhouse, you could certainly move your stop up to entry now. Absolutely. You're up like, it's up literally like 50% from the entry. So if you're up 50% on a position trade, because remember, sorry, we got to, thank you, Birdhouse, but this is the Nvidia earnings stream. That's where we are. So initially, this is not reported, I don't think.
Can you work CrowdStrike into the mix? Thank you.
28 money. Thank you so much, dude, for the 20. We certainly will. Really appreciate that, dude. Okay. So we're watching and awaiting. And it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a dump and a pump or a pump and a dump. Since it's been just so good, it means probably going to just go nuts, dude. On the way to 200, here we go, probably, you know, like just because it seems like no way it could ever do that right. People be like, it's going to dump. It's just like, how? Like, it's like a, dude, remember, the S&P 500, Nvidia is 8% of it. There has never been a time in human history, or at least since the S&P 500 existed, where we've had a weight or a stock so heavily weighted. Okay, so systemic risk if this thing fails. Okay, if it crashes or dumps on bad earnings or something. Yeah. But at the same time, if it pumps, my God, then we're going to be 9-10% of the S&P 500. You're already at a historical level. What's up, Darren? What's up, Wayne Badson, dudes? Bonsai. Oh, boy. Yeah, sorry, dude. You can't do that. So, banned. What's up, Jfish, Quan, Chase, Daniel? There's Eric. Lino, hello. Cup with Handle Man on Nvidia. All right, here we go. We're at the highs. Okay, it's still pumping. 182, 27, and before 190 something. If it's a good, if like the market likes it, I mean that's probably where you're headed. It would be like, go figure, right? Like Greg P was saying, is it that easy, dude? It might be. But then again, like I've seen it to where like one earnings report on Nvidia where it literally was down like 5-6% and immediately, like instantly when they reported, and then it shot up like 15% or something. Like, so none of this matters right now because I don't think they've reported. But you're here for it, man. I hope. Crows up insane amounts. That has to do with like Trump media company or whatever trying to buy it or buy Crow or partner with them, you know, something like that. I'm gonna scale in more. Let's really try to get these candles nice and thick. Yeah, here we go. Now you can really see it. I don't want to scale in too much because you're gonna see a huge candle, whether it's red or it's green. And it's going to be, I think, 6% or more, maybe. This is good, right? I don't know. Good enough. Is that big enough for y'all? No, Daniel. I was a junior in college when all that happened. So I was very, very fortunate. Imagine being in college when the market crashed, and then you got to start your career and accumulate some wealth and money leading into the absolute bottom for real estate, which was in 2014. And that's when I bought my first house. And as soon as I bought it, the recovery began. It was almost like, hey, Composite Man was like, all right, Mitch bought his first home, send it. Okay, we're just still sideways, 182.08. I mean, I don't know. Like, we could try to look at other things. Bitcoin could not break 112, really. I mean, it just is back up against it as resistance and can't do much else. Just to be real on Bitcoin, there's just nothing there. Like, hey, dude, Triple D, there was something on the weekly. It was on Bitcoin. There's just none of that. Like, unfortunately, that's how the markets are. Bitcoin doesn't have a setup. There's no edge. In fact, it's kind of high, and they kind of confirmed a double top. And now they're trying to confirm the double top confirmation line as resistance, which could be terrible for Bitcoin. So you really want to recapture 112, and they were trying today, but they still have yet to do it. I mean, I don't know if Nvidia really pumps or something, and it's a real pump and not a fake out. It could be good for Bitcoin, I guess, because just, you know, it's a whole liquidity thing, global liquidity. You know, positive macro is probably good for Bitcoin. Okay, so we're now at 182.36. Again, I don't think they've reported. I know they haven't reported. I think they report at 420. So we can we'll keep y'all apprised, but maybe we can try to knock out. Yeah, VITL, also amazing, right? I mean, Vital Farms, dude, come on. This is like why you watch the stream, Birdhouse, right? I mean, how incredible. What a dream of all dreams. All-time highs, right? Or not all, yeah, all-time highs. The harmonic framework, it kind of reminds you a little bit of what RGTI is doing. Kind of what XRP is doing on the 4-hour, but I don't know how XRP could ever do it without Bitcoin breaking above 112 for real. So, trying to do you want to see this? I mean, come on. Do y'all really want to see it? I mean, here it was. Like, here it was June 16th. It was a warm June evening when the VITL trade setup was posted perfectly. Here it was, chat. Only here trying to help, to educate. The framework existed at the bottom of the range. The type 2 return identified. Easy to manage risk. Kind of loose stop. That was it. And guess what, chat? Guess what? Two of the three, we're very close to target 3. 53, what is it? 5383, the 1272 pip extension. A dream. So another one of the books, very, very good, man.
Sol Daily Wyckoff.
What's up, Anon?
Is that a joint?
Thank you, dude. Yeah, I mean, like, they're not always perfect, and some definitely get stopped out and all that. But yeah, I mean, you get hand delivered these in the Citadel/Patreon. Like, and most of the time I'm doing them for free on stream for you. Someone will request it, and I'll construct it on stream live, so people get value out of it. There's no paywall, but dude, you just got to remember, like, I don't do sponsorships voluntarily. I play copyright music voluntarily. I do not do affiliate marketing links. Nothing. Voluntarily to ensure my integrity to you. So it's like, so you get trade setups like this and access to my charts only, and he never sold out in 7.5+ years. I get it. It's worth, right, for that. Because you can't put a price on integrity. Amount of sponsorships every single day. Opportunities for that. So yeah, it's there. So what was the other one? We'll look back at Nvidia real quick because we're still waiting 10 more minutes until the big report. So we'll be honed in on this. CrowdStrike. Ooh, CrowdStrike down 2.75% after hours. I guess it reported earnings?
Hey Mitch,
Yep.
do you think Riven is bottoming out?
Possibly, Rob. Yeah, when we can look at it again. Definitely can look again. It had a nice big day yesterday, 2 days ago, I don't know, but yeah, it was good. Something like this is like an asset doing that after making all-time high. So, and down 5+%. It's kind of nuking after hours a little bit. Doesn't really matter. It's going to go up and down. But even if, say, earnings didn't exist, there'd be nothing to do here. Why? We lack structure. We prefer patterns. But we prefer patterns develop at areas of value, but not just areas of value, at historical inflection points. So right now, after hours, trading around 395. The heck? Yeah, that's where it's trading right now. I hope it holds. But again, you want a structure the size, 75, 100 days plus of development. And then you want to see that pattern's development conclude with the most optimum price action correlation to the key level. So we're like the couple valleys, it violates, and then the third valley, it's like a perfect back test, and you see like an engulfing candle. That's the ticket. You don't have anything like that here. Good trend though, phenomenal trend. Like no one's gonna say it's not a good trend, okay? It just is a good trend. But just because it's a good trend doesn't mean you have an edge as I'm speaking to you. So how would we even mess with this? I guess it's like something like this, okay? That's the channel. They crashed and then began the recovery. Double bottomed, hit the over. So you're nearing oversold. So it'd be really nice to see a structure develop down here. And once it does, and it implies a reversal, it's inherently bullish in a bullish trend, you might be in good shape. But it currently is down 8%. So who knows? Like, again, TA, you're not applying technical analysis to assets that are going into earnings because it doesn't matter. Like, pretty much doesn't matter at all. You can have the best setup and earnings comes in, it blows it out of the water, kills the entire setup, and you can't get stopped out. It's down over 8% right now. Wow. Anyway, so thank you for that. Okay, Nvidia's still churning along. Oh boy, I've seen an earnings before many years ago on Nvidia where it does this leading into the report and then it dumps so bad. So I hope that's not the case, but it's just too good. Highs of the after hour session right now, just seconds ago. They're 1 minute candles, bro. 7 minutes till the report. Get wrecked, CrowdStrike, whatever. Yes, Rivian. Oh my God, dude. It wasn't Rivian. Oh my God. Easy trade setup. Opportunity. And you're a little removed because gosh dang, it's so hard to come back to all these. There are just so many decent setups. But what has most recently happened? Oh my God, Rivian. The back test of the old support from April 2023 as support. It is very similar to Baba August 5th of last year when the trade setup was posted. Very similar. That's the action. That's the action trigger. So you could right now buy this, have a stop loss below 1175, 1180, and go with God. Yep. My God, dude, what are they doing? Like this. I mean, it's this freaking easy. You got to love when they're like this. It took so long for this to develop, though. And you could get a 3-to-1 with just going to this swing low from 2022 as the first target. I don't think you'd be swinging for anything but that, minimum. Target 2. Could be 22.15 if you want to be conservative, because of that swing high from January 2023. Then target 3 would probably be right there. These are conservative targets. Target 4 could just be $28. Is that not good enough? Maybe not. You just don't know where this thing could go. But yes, this is a bottoming structure being put in on an asset that's never made higher lows until now. And now you have positive price action correlation. We have 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes to the long awaited earnings report from the largest market cap company in the entire effing world. We could do it like this. I think that'd be your Babe Ruth fourth target on Rivian. And it all makes sense, okay? It just, to me, does. It's extremely low risk. It's so easy. We don't know if it's going to play out, but we certainly know that something incredibly powerful just occurred just about 10 days ago on this asset. So it's finally in striking distance for the long, where we've just been waiting and waiting and waiting, nothing, and now finally, good God, had to wait forever. So you just say technical indicator, chart pattern. I mean, it was a harmonic that started all of it, so I would plot that too. So there it is, man. Good request, Mr. Rob. Type in the chat for value. Provide you value, chat. That's the goal, the dream. That's what I try to do every stream. Does it make sense, though? We don't act like we know. We don't have to know where an asset's going next to make money. That's what it means, right? We do not expect anything to happen except that something will happen, whether we will get stopped out next or we will wait to take profit at 1927. Great, man. Let's do it, man. Let's freaking do it. Back to Nvidia. We got 3 minutes. Just, you know, this is the Nvidia pump dump stream after hours. So we're just patiently awaiting. Let's get hyped up, man. Let's get jacked. Let's freak out. Looks like Valero is going to do an all-time high soon. Wow. Oil stocks really are, I think, possibly about to do things. Unreal. We have less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. What's up, Vinicius?
Big
Marquise?
shout out from Brazil. Can you look at Rune?
Man, that devaluation. Yeah, we'll look at Rune Coin. You know, when it's red, that means $100 typically in US dollar currency or Canadian or whatever. But it's red, and wow, that's crazy. Yeah, we'll look at it for sure. What is R? Is that the Brazilian currency? What denomination? Thanks, dude. Yeah, 1 second though, because earnings is coming. Okay, we have 60 seconds, chat. And it looks too good right now, okay? I don't really like how good it looks. I would have preferred it down first. But it's going up, and I'm, please just pump, do it. Do it for the collective macro, man. That's what we're dreaming of, okay? Got 30 seconds, chat.
Bruh. Look here. Look, listen.
20
Currency
seconds.
exchange, sorry. Here is the extra.
Oh, it's cool, dude. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I didn't think about it. Yep. 10 seconds, chat, until earnings. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Well, it's still going up now, and is it just gonna boop? It would have been a decent pull. All right, we're starting. Okay, we're at the highs, but I don't even know if they've reported yet. Oh, here we go. 182.87, 182. Okay, maybe they have reported. All right, pumping chat. 183.13. 183.32 is the highs right there. All right, so it was that easy, Greg P, for now. Oh, wait. 0.86%, 0.9%, 0.93%. Oh, and yeah, there it is. Yep. Yeah, get wrecked, everybody.
And then, just like that.
Woo! 176.90, down 3%. But now it's only down 2%. We got a volatile earnings. Greg P, rip Greg P. Down 3.55%. Bad for everything on the market. Everything on the market will drive down or draw down because of this. Bitcoin will draw down because of this. If it's real, okay, because look at this. I mean, it could easily be up at 180 in seconds. Down 4.2% after hours, 4.68%. We're now at lows of the day. We're now at the lowest price we've seen since August 22nd, down 5% now. 5.29%, 5.35% down. These are 1 minute candles, so anything's possible. It looks crazy. It is kind of bad though. Yeah, that was still down 5%. Yeah, everything after hours is kind of down. Yeah. But it's okay, man. It's volatile, so you just can't expect anything. $60 billion share buyback approved. Wow. Unreal. Yeah, so we had, let's see. It's not how it seems, right? So we had EPS $1.05. The estimate was $1.01, and then revenue of 46.74 billion, with an estimate of 46
I'm
billion.
Cash Mitch.
So they beat.
I was being sarcastic because everyone was so annoyingly bullish.
Yeah.
Ga.
Yeah.
Minus 5% lol.
For now, right? It's only down 3.65% right now. So they had a top to bottom beat, but it wasn't blockbuster. It wasn't insane. It wasn't anything out of the imagination of the free market. Everyone knew it was going to be a beat, but it wasn't enough. So down 4% right now. And we're just going to kind of keep monitoring it for a little while. A little while more. Sheesh. Bad for the market, man. Sucks. Yeah, I mean, Microsoft's down. Tesla's down a lot. Not just because. Just because this thing has gotten so swollen in market cap. Amazon's down. All the gains of today. Happy yesterday taken out on Amazon. GG no re. But in the end, what will we call this unless something else happened? For now, huge nothing burger. A 3 to 5% move on Nvidia, a gap down for tomorrow if it stays this way, means nothing. It's just an opportunity for the gap to fill. So you can't be mad. It's not a bad earnings. If we were down like 8 to 10+%, yeah, it might be, or more. It'd be a little more concerning. But this is kind of a nothing burger. Okay. Yeah, definitely not a bloodbath. Should do more of a bloodbath for other stocks, really. Jeez. Yeah, dude. Not a big deal. So we'll come back to it. That was it, man. That was the big anticipated event. It has occurred. Not a big deal. Okay. So let's see here. Shoot, dude. Last time I looked at this trash, apparently it was hitting 620, 658 and then crashed, and now it's in the basement. It's like 95, 98, 99% of all crypto scams, dude, where yes, possibly a bottom's getting put in maybe with an M shape, you know, it's a bullish shark type 2 return, but it's just like it's there, but there's like no positive price action. Zero. It's like there's no indication that this thing's gonna reverse. Even if it's all there, it's bad, man. Like, no, who wants this? You could be a shark anchoring. It could be a bat, whatever. Never even quite got to an 886 to be real. But yeah, it's like they put in a bond, it reacted, hits the 200, sells off, same low, lower high, lower high, lower high. Now just like below the 200 moving average, 143. They can't look. That's a big deal. They can't break. They can't even test that now. And it just hit yesterday, lowest daily candle close on this trash since April 19th. What, dude? We just looked at the index funds, right? Spider all-time highs today, and this one's trading in the gutter where we were at the lowest point of the crash in April. Like that's just like enough said. Garbage. You're putting your money into stuff. Like, what does Rune do? Vinicius, what does Rune do? Do you know the dev team? I mean, like, you were better off just putting it in Google 6 weeks ago, 2 months ago. You were better off putting in Tesla a few days ago. I mean, like, you're putting your money in something you don't even know. And same lows from April, same lows from November 2022, same price it was at 5 effing years ago. But yeah, maybe it's bottoming, bro. Dude, maybe, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's time to go to $1.07. Maybe it's time to go to 32 cents because it's a scam. I don't even give a crap. Like, until it breaks 143, I got nothing to say about it. Maybe at 143, you might have a chance for $2, but until then, complete scam, garbage. I wouldn't touch this with my money. Dude, you work hard for your money. I know you do. So why are you going to, like, just throw it in trash like this? Complete garbage. Anyway, thanks, dude. Appreciate the 20, but sorry about the asset being complete crap. Hey, remember Stitch Fix, chat? Like, I'd rather have my money in Stitch Fix. Why? Because there's evidence of strength. There was, anyway. Oh, God. Beautiful. Up 4.59%. It was, my God, if it wasn't the... I think it was the highest daily candle close since December, highest candle close of 2025. Like, I got evidence of accumulation more than before. A trading range for 2+ years starting to catch those higher lows and now broke it. And once you break 565, bye-bye. I mean, probably 876. Way higher in time. Composite operators accumulating a position on this. I don't know why. And guess what, chat? Oh my God, it was down 5%. Dude, it's already recovering. Like, what were you scared of? Really?
You worry too much. Everything is beautiful. There's nothing to worry about.
Type in the chat, Nvidia, what a comeback. Down almost nothing. All you had to do was survive, so it's surviving. Like, this was not a bad report. Whoa, what the? Yeah, Solana, really good day today. Yep. We can look at that real quick too, because we haven't been able to. It's been a stock focused kind of stream. But yeah, it was up more. Gosh dang it, dude. What is wrong with these effing people that on Sol? Market makers on Sol can go off. Like, the sell wall, guess what? 3 times, 4 times we're gonna. Nope, same thing. Just not gonna break it. Get destroyed. Nope. You will not break 206. That's Gandalf. You shall not pass. I don't care. Doesn't matter what happens on the macro. Bitcoin's back over 112. I love that. You can look above my head and see it. Very nice. Gotta have that. I mean, that's like mandatory. 112 has to be recaptured. Like now, if you want Solana to go to 216, Ethereum to go retest all-time highs, we gotta recapture 112. So we probably want. It would be real good to see Nvidia actually do nothing and then just pump later. Pathetic, dude. It's just like they can't do it. Like, how many times? There's so much effing supply at $206 that maybe never, maybe today. If Bitcoin rallies, it will be like you are going for. It's controversial. We don't know. We have 3 hours, 28 minutes, but it could be the highest daily candle close we've seen on Solana since February 3rd. That could happen. If all stayed the same or higher right now, it would happen. So please, just no more effing weakness. Good to see Bitcoin kind of rallying right now. Let me show you. Yeah, that's real good. To recapture 112 makes the double top not as strong of an argument, but in order to invalidate completely, we would have to recapture. We'd have to break 123.231 for real. So, but yeah, I love Bitcoin above 112. And we discussed like, hey man, maybe double top confirmed, but the good news is the context. And the context is people hated it, man. December all the way, everyone loved it in December, but maybe from January, this whole year, Bitcoin, right? All-time highs, but sideways. All of that you hated has ended up possibly saving you, because when pivot points occur, they're created from out of nothing. The more consolidation and reversals you get there, possibly ends up being like what ends up becoming support later, and hopefully that's what we got going on. But no telling. You're at the very high levels. My God. Just remember one thing about Bitcoin on the monthly. I think it's the monthly. I might be wrong, but oh man, no, it's not the monthly on Bitcoin. What is it? Was it the weekly? It's the weekly. So not really the weekly. It is, but it's not. First level of negative momentum we're building this week that we've seen since April. So I wonder if that's going to keep building after we showed some bearish divergence. There was something crazier about Bitcoin. I think maybe it was Bitcoin dominance that showed something insane on the monthly. Let me show you here. It is the monthly. Look how insane Bitcoin dominance is. Each candle represents 30 days, 31 days. You have not seen a negative histogram wick since April of 2022. You have not seen a negative histogram wick for 1,200 days until this month. That's like, I wonder if that's, holy crap, alt season's coming, or it's here. Yeah, down 5+% last month, down. So it's down like 11, 12% in 2 months, less than 2 months. Crazy, man. Okay, so things are kind of just cooling off. Nvidia was not a big deal in the end. It was just an initial dump, probably to wreck some options, some what, you know, options expiring maybe Friday. People over leveraged, buying just for the event. Those people wrecked, but I mean everyone else, no big deal. So what's up, Stray?
Stray tipped $25. I tossed cookies twice today, but I shorted Nvda lol. Can we do a dealer choice later today? Jonathan Nation was all in today, buddy. We did it.
I think your dealer choice request is how I came up with Triple D. I don't know, I think I was scanning and saw Triple D or something, and then like you did that, you asked that, and it was like, you know what, I'm gonna look at Triple D. And that's when we covered it on stream. So dealer's choice can be really good. 6, that's, I'm just I have my Thinkorswim up. That's what the after hours trading is. Okay. Dealer's choice. That's the next request. So, I'd have to like take a gander. Good to see Bitcoin above 112. That makes me a happy man. Do I want to go back to this one? I kind of do, because it was like someone requested this and it was so amazing, and now it's blasting off. But let me just try to find a newer one. Hit the space bar a few times, and Apple looks all right. Give me a moment. Tesla looks so good, dude. Space bar did all right. What the? Wow. Good God. Carnival Cruise Lines. Highest price seen today since over 5 years. Wow. These bank stocks, bro. Better than Bitcoin lately. CVX, incredible since the bottom came in, that triple bottom in late May, if y'all remember. It was the highest daily candle close confirmed today since April, early April. Insane. Wow. So I'm sitting space bar, looking for a dealer's choice. Okay. It is, this one's, ExxonMobil is like kind of interesting. Range bound forever, spring back test, insane in June. But look at the structure, it's almost like you can see it, like just a very, very large looking potential inverse head and shoulders. Like all that, that's like kind of there. There's a supply line for sure. Something like that. So you wonder if ExxonMobil, after consolidating, dude, sideways in a long-term uptrend, consolidating for 3 years, and look at the level. I mean, back from 2014, you see how important that is. They're holding it again. So I'm wondering if like that's gonna end up playing out.
Hey brother,
at least
can we take a
120.
look at ARKG? Much love. Red heart emoji.
What's up, Anonymous? Yeah, dude, we'll look at ARKG. Is that ARC something? Thank you. Yeah, the ExxonMobil looks alright. Ugh, mRNA is garbage. Las Vegas Sands is doing something it hasn't done in a long time. It's like the highest daily close we've seen on Las Vegas Sands since August 2023. Beautiful. This was an insane chart. Oh my God, but screw Exxon. Because we got ConocoPhillips here. Already done the thing. It's done even more. Ooh. Oh, forget that. It's like a trade setup. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, dude, you just get me to work a little bit? Like, hey man, get to scanning. Here's some money. Okay. You know what the target? We could be conservative. Nah. Let's just do it. Like target 1 would be that. Holy crap. This is ConocoPhillips. CO pay. I would think probably that could be target 2 or something. And we cap it off with an all-time high. Yeah, bro, that's phenomenal. You're not too far removed from the inflection point for strategizing. That's what's so good about this one compared to Valero. With Valero, we were on it. We were on that one, talking about it when it was happening, but it's so far removed. And so same with Exxon. It was like it's a little high for like the entry being perfect and the stop loss being manageable right now. So you jumped across a creek of sorts. Extremely positive price action correlation to a key level. Was that it? Was that, yeah, okay. So it's just more local? Oh, it's just this level. Yeah. 2023 and the peak from 2022. That's it, dude. This is it, man. And we just, you know what? I'm gonna be, that's it. 2 targets. We could do 3, but we would have to use Fibonacci extensions from the high point to low point here. Target 3 would be 153.50. And then we'd probably say done at that point. That's it. Conoco Phillips, baby. That was your dealer's choice. Brought to you by Stray. Okay, so we got technical indicators because you jumped across a creek, bullish back test of key level, slightly higher lows. Trend analysis because it's in a no trend right now. It's in a range, okay? And you have recaptured and reconfirmed the validity of the bottom of the trading range as support. That's why it's trend analysis. That's all you need. You can go and be like, oh, it's a pattern. You don't have to have a pattern all the time. It's perfect. All right. I hope you understand why, like, that was posted, why that was a trade setup, okay? Call the cops. Call the cops, dude. Beautiful. Call options, something. Maybe we'll get cheap ones down here. And another thing about it, another technical indicator, recapture the 200 moving average. I wonder if we got a golden cross incoming. Not yet. It's impending. It's you know, you're above the 200, above the 50. The 50's up sloping. I mean, like any more positive price action down here, you'll be getting a golden cross at some point in the future. So, Perfektenschlag, White Shroot would say. Not bad, huh? All right, that was okay. Then ARKG for Anonymous. Bitcoin 112.3, near the highs of the day, if you can believe it, after bad earnings. And not really recovering too much, but remember, the conference call can change everything, and that is in like 17 minutes or so, 5 p.m. Eastern, I believe. Let's see. Art Genomic Revolution ETF. What? Well, I mean, you know, I get it. Why you're requesting it is because the price action correlation to the key level, they've been correlating to this level since November 2023. And the trend is still not your friend, really. Like, you're only still making lower highs, lower lows. But yeah, they are really trying to hold on to, you know, these levels down here. So if someone wanted to construct a trading plan, they could. You could, man. And it's just probably not going to be as strong. I mean, I could tell you an entry and a stop loss, but I don't know if the animal spirits are ever going to come into this thing. It's almost like looking at a, you know, like, what was it earlier for Venetius? He won a rune coin. It's like, what are you putting your money in, man? Trend sucks. There's your supply line. It's just a big downtrend.
Birdhouse tipped $25. V, can you take a look at Verizon? Is it worth moving some money from there over to ConocoPhillips? So many opportunities and limited capital. How does the one manage position sizes in such a robust market?
Birdhouse, thank you. Again, man, each trade, you're not trying to risk like whatever you might lose. You're trying to risk no more than 1% and maybe 2%, 3% if you're like kind of trying to be crazy. And you never want to have more than maybe, I mean, like if you're really actively managing it, like, and it's like kind of more full-time and you can really put your mind and body and soul into it, no more than 10 positions. But that's like kind of crazy for someone like working at 9 to 5. That might be too much to handle, to manage. It is just for the person, again, like that can really just sit down and spend many hours. So you said take out of what? Verizon? Is it we're putting money from Verizon? I don't know. Was Verizon good? I couldn't even remember. I thought there were maybe better ones. VZ, not V. Or VU. VCANU. So this one, easy to set up a stop loss below $23 and let it ride. I just don't know if it'll ever make a higher high. Like, it just runs up 27.89 and just rolls over again. It might be stuck forever. The trend sucks. There's no evidence the trend's reversing. You have not definitively reversed the trend. What do you mean by definitively? Okay, there's actual criteria via the textbook that you have to meet in order to say the trend is reversing or has reversed. No, the most recent discernible event in a way is the lowest low of the very, very long-term downtrend. That's it. So all they've most recently done is recapture the key level, and they're trying to put in a higher low, but they've never put in a higher high at all. It's always lower highs, really, major lower highs. So until you're really breaking maybe $31 and $34, you're in a downtrend. So you might be, counter trend trading this. But again, if you look, you're the one that requested it. So it's like if you had to buy it now, then you would have a huge argument to no longer own it below $23. Stop loss triggers, you're out. F this. Nope, because it's going way lower. But hey, man, maybe if it holds, if this is truly happening, it's time to go. Sure. But at the same time, you want really strong structures to develop. You want classic accumulation, visible. So you've got the risk management side of things okay on this one, but you don't really, technically, I don't think, have an edge. The edge comes from the identifying the well-developed structure. The risk management comes from identifying that structure's maturation at or slightly above the key inflection point, okay? You want to have both. You got one aspect, but you don't have the other one, okay? You don't really have an edge outside of maybe spring back test. Maybe. It could be okay. Could play out. All right. Verizon, Birdhouse, VZ. Giant church tower. Yeah, there you go, dude. Call Jesus. He wants his church back. Yeah, Verizon's trend has reversed. That's for sure. Last time I really think I looked at it was the Head and Shoulders that, and then they rallied, made a higher high than that high, and all these lows ended up becoming higher lows than all these lows, and that's trend reversal behavior. But it has been very, very choppy, and yeah, this bottoming base here, $41 is good. Let's see here, 40. Yeah, that's a big deal. Okay, VZ could be doing something extremely magical, like a swing high from 2007, a spring back test low from 2016. Look, spring back test of spring 2017. You can't tell me $44, $43.96 is not an unbelievably important level on Verizon. We know it is now, for sure, looking at that. Okay, so now we're looking at it. It's okay. They've been trying to break, fail, all these failures. But the good news, after all these failures recently, lately, buyers are coming in and not letting the price fall below $41. So you got that going for you. So that's good.
PLBY, I entered at 1.90. Should my stop loss be below 1.59? What's a good first target and time frame?
What's up, Brent, man? Thanks for 20. I don't know. We'll look at it. Okay. Right after this. Yeah. Yeah, it's next. So, Birdhouse, this is great. I hope this is actually happening. You could be requesting an asset that's doing something extremely important literally today/yesterday. We just looked at the spring back test, right? From years ago, multiple ones. And here, it was never formally support, never support. It was always resistance, failure. So if it's actually happening, if we're catching fall through in the coming days, it could be doing something it hasn't done minimum since 2022 when it tested and rallied, but then it was downtrending. The trend has reversed, right? We're in an uptrend. Could be doing the same thing here. So that is something to pay attention to. It's very easy to be like, all right, do I want to own Verizon below 43.70? No, because you're probably going back down to $41. So easy to set up a stop loss here, but man, it's been super choppy, right? Could be very choppy. Might trigger that stop fast, but good request because it's happening right now in the space-time continuum, right? We like that. Upside on Verizon, if it's true, if it's actually doing the thing. Last spring back test took you to 53.74 both times, right here and here. That would be your target, 53.74. But you know, don't expect much on Verizon, dude. This thing is not a big mover, right? Hard to get paid on something like look at this. I mean, you're just a holder of this. You're not getting paid much of anything to hold it. Do they have a dividend? I think they do. Yeah, they got a 6% dividend, so it's a nice boomer. Oh, 6%, bro. Guess what? Monetary debasement's like 12 to 15%. So, congratulations on your dividend holding an asset that doesn't do much. Congrats on maybe not even keeping up with inflation. Okay. Thanks, Birdhouse. All right, next one. Keeping it going on the Nvidia chart. It's been bleeding out, man, since that recovery. But just awaiting.
Verizon been taking dividends for decades. Cost space is around $50. Hold bag.
Yeah, so if you're at a $50, if you've been collecting dividends for years, $50, you know, since 2013, I don't even know. Even with the dividends, it's toxic for your portfolio, is it not? Because you're down. You've held it for years. It's lower than your cost basis from, let's say, 2013 or 2014 or even 2018. It's toxic. You are not outrunning inflation owning this asset. Even with dividends, you're not. So, but hey, you know, it's cool. You know Verizon's not going out of business anytime soon. We know that. Okay, Brent wants Playboy. Oh my God. Well, it was doing something. Yeah, it was. And that's, we hadn't been here in a while. So up against a big level. There is classic accumulation signature going on, but most recently, the buyers have been unable to break the $2 sell wall. Really tough. Dang, man, because they like tested, then look at that scam wick on August 13th. Well, oh my God, it's virtual Playboy. So I think it can be very hard to manage your risk here. Like, what are they? Swing low, swing high, swing high, swing low, swing low. I guess this one's technically fine until they break $1.44. But in terms of like, hey man, I'm cash and I want to own Playboy, it's harder to manage risk right where it is here, like at 168. It's harder. I would wait for possibly 144 if I could get it, or I would wait for $1 or $2 to break and then be formally back tested as support. But yeah, like on the weekly, it could very well be a classic accumulation structure, but you haven't broken resistance. It is $2 is everything to this chart. Okay, $2 is possibly $3.85, $4 fast, but they got to break it. Okay, in the gutter. Okay, thank you, Brent. Those are the last 4 more requests. We've been live now, 1 hour and 24 minutes. If you're enjoying the coverage of Nvidia's earnings report, free trade setup, hit that like button, that bell. So thanks for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Internet porn killed Playboy. You know what else the internet killed? Hooters. But I hear Hooters is trying to make a comeback somehow. There was an article, I didn't read it because I don't care. Like, how you gonna like make Hooters relevant again? Like, any good employee, like female employee at Hooters, would be extremely inopportunistic to work at Hooters when she could just do OnlyFans. Yeah. So, I mean, women working at Hooters are like the C, D team. The A and B team, they all quit and have OnlyFans. And they have an army of simps. Larger than my own community, probably. So. All right. Well, my God, man. What a day. What a crazy day full of drama and intrigue. Bitcoin above 112 is a really good day. Let's hope it holds. New uniforms will not save Hooters, bro.
1% to 3% position size, 10 positions. Where is the rest of our money? Cash?
Yeah, for your trading account, yeah. Dry powder. Yeah. Or if you want to go 4%, I mean, it just depends on your risk appetite. Depends on your age, how young you are. If you're older, you probably want to go by the book. And if you're younger, you don't have as much, you might want to. I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say I took higher risks in my 20s, for sure. Nvidia was probably my biggest win that like allotted me the freedom to stream and quit my career job I built for many years. So, yeah. Anything on Ethereum? I don't even think we looked at Ethereum. It's fine. It's just hanging above 4384. I think, like, dude, if it holds, right? I don't know why we don't go to like Bitcoin would have to flush bad below 112, back to 109, and break 109, going to 108 for us to be screwed. But if Bitcoin just holds how it is, 4750 is the target from where we are right now. That's it. And if you ever break that, then it's 4867. Did I talk about Doge? Did I talk about... No, I see. I didn't really...
TAE Free Electric Distribution Company in Brazil. Massive dividend yield, really like the stop right now. Sitting on massive support.
Benicius, thanks, dude, for the 2203. TAE 3. Brazil. We'll look at Brazilian stock right now. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to think here. So did we looked at Bitcoin, Ethereum? We didn't look at XRP. XRP is the 4-hour, and it could be unbelievable. It's making a higher low, but they're not making higher highs yet. The 200 moving average still resistance, still controversial. Are they going to break $3? Are we going to hold it? I don't know. They could even take it one more time down to 290, put in a third valley, and it's even more crazy. But you do have the harmonic framework. It's there. It's the 4-hour though. That's the problem. I don't know if it's going to be that reliable, and if it is reliable, I don't know how it will perform. So it's a compelling chart, man. It hasn't been able to do much of anything since July. Where BNB's making fresh all-time highs, Ethereum's making fresh all-time highs, Bitcoin's making fresh all-time highs. All three of them, and XRP can't do it. So I wonder if at some point XRP will break the supply line and go and make new highs. Be very interesting to see. Okay. I'm from America. Perhaps you've heard of it. 112.4 on Bitcoin. TAE, never been here before. 3. Yeah, it's a Electric distribution company. Yeah, well, you're not going to make money on this most likely. I mean, okay, so we got some supports here. Yeah, 1088. They better hold it or you're doomed, man. Not really. I mean, it can go to 1050. So you can clearly see the line in the sand on this one. The inflection zone is certainly 1050, 1088. Okay. But it's like a heart rate monitor. It's almost like untradeable in ways because like it'll rally and put in a lower high or the same high and roll over and be back at 1088. And it doesn't, like, there's no breakout or anything like that because it's an electric company. Verizon, it's like these are boomer stocks. They are not growth companies. Like, think about it. It was trading at the same price it was trading at over 5 years ago. Yeah, I mean, maybe you give stop loss below 1088 at this point and try to let it ride. Just don't know if it's ever gonna really do anything, man. Like, there's a supply. Maybe it runs to $12 and rolls over again because that's what it's been doing since December 2022. So you gotta think about like this asset you want to buy. Maybe you like it because it's at support. You know, it hasn't made, truly has not made a discernible higher high in over 3 years. Hasn't made a higher high. It's maybe putting in a higher low for the first time since its first higher low in a long time. So you got that going for you. But engineering, construction, electric company, I just don't know as a swing trader how you going to get paid on that. But yeah, you say it pays like a dividend. Yeah, they're paying you to own an asset that will never outrun inflation. Ever. Never. So how much has your money debased since April 2022? A lot, dude. A lot. Anyone know? There's a calculator out there. Let's see. Just think about, sometimes you think about like owning an asset long term or something, because it's not really, this wouldn't be a trade. I mean, how you trading it? Like you'd have to be, I'm investing. You talk about dividends. You're not talking about swing trading. You're talking, or position trading. You're talking about holding this thing long term, man. So it's like, okay, January, I'll say April. Let's go to the Nvidia chart real quick. April of 2022. How much has our currency been debased? It is August 2025. Let's see. What? Such a weird inflation. $100 in April 2022. I'm so confused. So 11.74% inflation, pretty much. Yeah, 11.74% inflation. Which I think is still bullcrap. It's a CPI, which is CPI has nothing to do with monetary debasement. So we're going to be extremely conservative and be like, okay, my CPI, 11+%. So not only has the value of the asset gone down 25, 26%, while holding this garbage asset for that long, it's also lost another 11% stealthily. So it's like 36% gone. And that's, again, CPI, dude, more. It's worse. So your dividends stand no chance against that, unfortunately. So dividend, like bonds even, that's why we have big problems with bonds, because, oh my God, dude, 5%, maybe even 6% in a crazy world. And it doesn't even matter because monetary debasement is 12 to 15%. So, yep. Oh, camera froze. My bad. Yeah, these things happen, man. Let me, I looked stupid in that too. Okay, cool. It's okay. Everyone calm down. What are we going to do anyway now? Pretty good. So Bitcoin's fine above 112. Everyone can breathe easier. Below that, be careful. But it's not the worst thing in the world because so much context. We have built a nice foundation of potential supports between 109 and 112 now. So that's good. Probably better for altcoins than Bitcoin itself. Bitcoin just needs to like hang around, go to 115, 117 again. Dude, the altcoins are gonna go, some of them will go nuts. Fresh all-time highs on Ethereum if Bitcoin goes up maybe 115. Like that's where we are. It's no longer the Bitcoin story. It is the larger cryptos. All right, y'all. I appreciate you coming out. Thank you for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Good stream today. Really was. Early stream, but we did it for Nvidia. So I'll just be back. Until next time, respect the TA.
TAEE3 electric distribution company in Brazil. Massive dividend yield, really like the stuff.
Here's your crow. Wow, look at that. What all these other effing scam coins, this did the same thing, but this is the one that caught the love. Yeah, dude. Crow, highest price seen since May 2022. Sorry, doing it so late, but dude, there it was. It was crazy. But in the end, the TA was respected.